Hey Pretties, thanks so much for clicking this video. As you know, I did have weight loss surgery on March 9th, and as of today, I just want to announce that I went from 300, I started this process as 381 pounds, and today I'm currently 314 pounds. It's completely surreal to know that at one point I was nearly 400 pounds, and now I'm about to be completely out of the threes in just 14 more pounds. I am definitely happy. I feel more energized. I feel just more light in general. I'm working out more. I've gained so many more things, just even, like the smallest things that I don't want to really even get into in this video, but just the smallest things that other people consider normal that I'm gaining back is absolutely amazing. And I'm so grateful that I was able to have this procedure, and so just grateful that I was able to do it. But with that, I do want to come and just share with y'all just a little bit more of my vulnerable moments and some of my regrets. Y'all ever seen that commercial? It's like, I think she's eating like a Milky Way, and she's doing a tattoo. She's doing a tattoo, and she spells regrets instead of regrets. So I don't know, I'm corny like that. I just really want to come seriously and share some of the regrets that I had about surgery, or not regrets, but just what I'm going through emotionally, because I don't see a lot of people talking about it, especially in my age group. And that brings me to topic number 2. Being only 22, I'm now 23, but I had the surgery when I was 22. And it was very important for me to come here and share my journey, because there are a few people who are around my age that have had this surgery, but there's not a lot of representation. And then there's not a lot of representation for African American women as well. And I'm not saying that it makes a difference if you're Caucasian or African American or anything like that, but it's just certain things, other races and ethnicities may do more, or may be more prevalent, or they may talk about it more, because I see like a lot more Caucasian women here talking about it versus African American women that are in my age group. So I don't know if they're doing it or if they're not doing it, or nobody's saying nothing. Like, I don't know. But being only 22, it's almost like it's kind of hard to find people to relate to. I'll see people who had surgery, and their journey is a little different than mine's. Like, they just ended up gaining weight like after a baby, or mostly like gaining weight after a baby, or like they got married and they started to gain weight. Like, I've always been, as far as I can remember, overweight, like ever since I was like 5. Like, I've always been the biggest in the class, that until probably I got to like high school. But that's just always been a part of me. So like I said, I don't want to ramble too much, but just being only 22, I sometimes wonder, like, should I have made the decision earlier in life? Should I made the decision maybe a little later in life? More when I just like, because I tend to see like people who are older just kind of have, I don't give a you finish attitude. And I'm still very, young and vulnerable, and I still do very much give about a lot of things. I know that you shouldn't, but I just want to be honest. I mean, that's just the reality. I do care about the things that people say about me and how I'm presented and all of that. So that's one of my regrets. Another thing is just the loose skin that I'm starting to experience, especially in my thighs. Like, I've been very grateful. My arms have not really done much change. This has just kind of always been like my arm. And I haven't had much change in my arm. Even inch-wise, I've only lost like an inch in my arms. My waist has been very, very, very forgiving. I've lost about 8 or 9 inches in my waist. The only thing that is bothering me is my thighs. My thighs have always, of course, being a plus woman, and also I have a very blessed behind, I'll just say that. I definitely have the thighs to carry it. So I'm starting to experience like loose skin, or I'll notice like when I'm walking down the stairs, I'll like hear it clapping, and it's just like, ugh. I can only imagine, being that I'm still so early in my journey, what my thighs are going to end up looking like or sounding like. And I just feel just like, you know, what if I'm not able ever to afford to get it removed? Or, you know, there's so many other surgeries that I'm considering plastic wise. You know, I'm worried about the pain. So that's just something that I'm thinking heavily about. Another thing is just not being ready mentally. And that really bothers me because I'm a person that, you know, I really research things a lot, maybe too much. Cause like, you know, like I'll bump my knee and like I'll fall somewhere, I'll bump my knee, and then like I'm looking up the symptoms and like I'll diagnose myself with cancer or something, like, you know, like knock on wood. But that's just how I am. I'm just a researchy kind of person. So I knew everything that was coming mentally. I knew, you know, everything to expect, but it's way different when it really hits you. And I just had an emotional breakdown maybe about a week and a half ago. It was so random. And I knew it was an emotional breakdown because I literally started to cry about not being able to find a bra. You know, and I was just in my home. Like I was just, I don't know, I wanted to wear like a black dress and I was just looking for like a black bra. And I just started to cry like to my girlfriend, like, oh my God, I can't believe that I can't find this. And I went into a whole rage. And I knew it was something deeper. It was mentally just everything that I was thinking about. It's just the comparing myself to other people's journeys. It's the, you know, still feeling like I'm still have to say I'm in the 300 range. And you know, it's just the, am I losing weight fast enough? It's just all of that. It's the being scared to fail. And being that I've been so vulnerable and I've been sharing so much, and, you know, I just feel like there are people who are in my inbox and they're congratulating me and they're rooting for me and they're inspired by me and they're getting the surgery done. And I don't want to fail. Like, I don't want to fail myself, first of all, but I don't want to fail them either. So I just feel so much burden on my shoulders and I don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry on camera. So let me hurry up and get through this. I just feel scared to fail. So that's just basically about what everything is. And I felt like I needed to share that, you know, because I've been sharing the good and I've been sharing the smiles, but I feel like it is important to share how I'm feeling inside and some of my not so good moments. I won't dwell on them too long. And I suggest that if you are, you know, going through this right now and you're confused, you're unsure, you have a lot of doubt, you know, just remember why you made this decision. Look at old pictures. Like, I'll look at old pictures of me because sometimes, like I said, I just feel like, you know, oh, I've only lost this amount of weight, but I know people who have lost double this amount of weight, you know, what's going on. And I've hit stalls where I haven't lost anything at all. So, and it gets really, really, really discouraging. So I have to have those photos to remind me of, you know, where I came from and where I never want to get back to. In conclusion of this video, you know, I really, really, really hope that this helps someone, me sharing. And I want y'all to share down in the comments, you know, if y'all are going through something, frustrations and stuff, like, let's help each other and let's support each other and let's just talk to each other. And yeah, like, we all we got, weight loss surgery community. We get it on a whole different level. And even our allies, because, you know, my girlfriend, she really, really, really gets it. Like, it's like, it pisses her off when people says like this surgery is the easy way out, like, because she knows the BS that I went through with everything and everything that I'm still going through. So weight loss surgery community, ally community, let's get in the comments and let's just support each other. If y'all want to continue to see more of my weight loss updates and just things and any other topics you want me to come up with under this whole weight loss surgery thing, comment that down below. And also subscribe to my channel so you can be notified every time I do post a video, and click that bell so you get an email sent right to you. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really hope it helps somebody. Thanks for listening to me rant. It feels so good and I already feel much lighter. All right, y'all, I'll see you on the next video. Until then, stay pretty.